Aitor Karanka has been fired and the inexperienced Welshman Sleeky will become the new Middlesbrough manager. Our reporters were able to capture Aitor Karanka leaving the club, and though he put on a brave face for the cameras, we are told he is devastated to lose his position, having lost out on promotion to the Premier League with a defeat in the playoff finals. Our team were able to catch up with the new Middlesbrough manager, and this is what he had to say.
I think the reason why the board, appointed me, as you just mentioned then, I'm quite young for a manager, and I don't exactly have a lot of experience, but I've been around the game my entire life, been watching football since I can remember, really, probably pretty much when I was having had a bottle in my mouth. But I've been about, I've been literally any free time I do get, I'm watching a football game, whether it's lower level, the Premier League standard, whether it's in the foreign divisions, live games. I got a good bunch of experience as well, playing Football Manager, kind of managerial games. So, I've been about the block. Yeah, I do. What I would like to say to the fans is, great supporters, great stadium. I've seen you guys, and I've seen some of the great games which you've had in Europe, and just some of the fantastic players you've had. And I want to be able to bring those players and bring those good atmospheres back into the Riverside Stadium. Because, unfortunately, Middlesbrough have gone down. They are playing at championship level. And I think some of the players, it doesn't really do justice to, the position which they're in the championship, to how good some of these players are. There's some fantastic players there. I mean, obviously, no doubt that some of the players are on loan. You've got Callas, who's on loan. We got Zuccolini now, who's just come in. Fantastic players. But we've also got, some of our own there. You've got, the captain, Ledbetter. You've got, Stuart Downing, who's come into the team. You've got David Nugent, who's just come in as well. There's a great core of boys there, and I really do believe that, once we get up next season, that, who knows, top half of the table, I'd like to say, once we've got some of our own players in.
Alright boyos, my name's Sleeky Leaky, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to the new Middlesbrough career mode. So it's probably a good idea if I give you guys a little insight of what's going to happen and what I'm looking to achieve on this series. Basically, it's a career mode, we've seen them all, but what I want to do is I want to do something a little bit different, a little bit more dynamic. I've seen a lot of career modes about, I've been watching them for a good few years, I've been playing them for God knows how many years, and what I want to do is I want to kind of take it to the new level. I want to be able to have some sort of think, Sky Sports News, think Monday Night Football, think interviews. That's what I want to have. You might have seen in my intro then where I kind of had a little news bulletin. I want to kind of get some stories coming across. What I want to do after games is kind of get some sort of sports, kind of an analysis show. I want to break down some of the games, talk about, maybe some of the tactics where it's gone wrong, where I kind of conceded, make it a little bit more fun. Also, in terms of transfers, I want to try and avoid, kind of signing, the typical, renowned, popular kind of players, making it a little bit more realistic. Realism is what I really want to achieve. And rather than just kind of showing you guys how I'm making the transfers, in the in-game play footage, what I would like to do is kind of do it on the sports channel and have some sort of breaking news, make it a little bit exciting. In terms of this episode now, most people get pretty bored, to be honest with you, watching pre-season. So, obviously I've spent a bit of time introducing the channel and so forth. So I'm looking just to get one pre-season game highlight on this particular episodes. I'll kind of just give a recap of the commentary, and then there might be a first sign in at the end of the episode, and then on the episode which kind of goes after this, I'll look to get pre-season out of the way with, then make a few more signings, and then we can crack on with the season and hopefully get Middlesbrough up into the Premier League. But anyway, I'm just going to throw you guys now into some in-game audio where I was just looking to get a few players off the books, and I was looking to just tinker with the team a little bit, and then we can get the first pre-season game underway. I won the most money, I'm not going to lie with you, I won the most money. We're going to go over in Belgium. So what do they want? They want us to win the league. I don't care about that, I'm probably going to get my own scouts in. No, thank you. Centre back. I've had a little look at this team before I've obviously started recording this, and I'm quite happy with the defence, to be honest with you. So I don't really think I need another centre back. Domestically, last 32. Okay. Right, so let's have a look at this team. We got God, this is Konstantopoulos. Guessing he's Greek. Yeah, quite old. I don't even think he's the best goalkeeper in the club, if I'm honest with you. Daniel Ayala, young Liverpool player, I think he was back in the day. Ben Gibson, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he won supporters young player of the year. To be honest, I've been trying to do some research into Middlesbrough. You know, I see this young guy. Oh, not young. George Friend over here. There's a better overall rated left back in the club, but I've read up quite a bit on George Friend, and I noticed he does quite a lot for the community. He's won Players Player of the Year, Supporters Player of the Year. Might be wrong, but Ledbetter, captain, down in. Fabrini, he's got to go. I think he might be on loan at the moment. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of him. David Nugent, big part of my team. Jonathan Woodgate, I really want to get this guy involved, but you know, just realistically, he doesn't play games, does he? This is a recent loan in it. Bruno Zuccolini, really talented guy, this guy. But I think he's only on a short loan. Oh, doesn't say, but I think from what I remember, he is on a short loan. Thomas Callas, Kike. I don't see the strikers in this club. Kike, Stuani, Fabrini. I'm not really a big fan of either of them. Really, David Nugent. He's going to be a big part of the club. Everyone else, I think they can go. This is the man I was on about. Damier. He's better rated than George Friend, but I don't know. I'm not really going to get him involved. George Friend's going to be my main guy. A few players out on loan. Quite a lot, actually. Adama. I don't know if he was good in the past. I had a little look on forums and people were saying that he hasn't performed to the level he was at. So I'm guessing the season before he was doing quite well. Going to get rid of him. Try and get him. Kike. Nope, I don't really fancy this guy. He seems quite from what I had a look. You know, he's quite average. You know, nothing. You know, not the best or anything, not bad at anything in particular. Besides defending, but you'll free up some wages. Next player I want to get rid of is Fabrini. I know I'm gonna terminate his contract. He's not a bad player, but I'm not going to use him. It doesn't really make that much of a difference in terms of wages, but it does free up a little bit. To be honest with you, other than those players, they're the main three I want to get rid of. Those strikers, I'm not going to be using them. I'm going to be having a look in pre-season, see what the players look like, and see if I actually get along with anyone. See how they get on. Watford, yeah, you can sling you up, mate. Right, okay, so you might see this now over the career mode. This seems my favoured formation. Kind of get these. I don't really want them. I want these as regular midfielders. CAM, 2 wingers, perfect. Right, okay. So our team, we're gonna get Agazi. He's the guy I was talking about, who's actually better than the current goalkeeper who's playing from at the moment. Do it down in this position. I'm gonna leave Ledbetter and Clayton, see how they perform at the moment. Put Zuccolini on the bench. Where's he to? Callas, there's my man. Right, Gibson, you can go on the bench with Jonathan Woodgate. Who's going to play on the left wing? Oh, we haven't got anyone on the left wing. Tell you what, down it, go on the left. And we'll bring Zuccolini just to resign a few players then. Right, 7 minutes, legendary modes. I'm going to change it to 6. It's only a pre-season game, innit? Right, let's see how the Borough boys get on then. Gazzy made a good catch. He gets her out onto the wing. Stuart down in now, takes the ball in his stride, cuts in, beats a man. He's looking for someone. Boom, plays her over to Adama. Adama runs on the wing, the guy which we've got listed on the transfer market. He does a step over, lays her off to Zuccolini, and Zuccolini hits the defender and goes out for a corner. Good chance there. Ledbetter now the captain. Oh, got dispossessed. Ball gets in, cuts inside, shoots. Oh, and it's a goal, and just like that, one chance pretty much, Club Brugge, they go up. And you cannot mess about with Legendary, because that's what they do. You know, one little simple mistake and they just make you pay for it. Ledbetter, the captain, as you can see now, tries to beat his man. Silly mistake. The captain should have been a bit more experienced there. And we're down. And the game kicks off. Great tackle from Zuccolini onto David Nugent. Zuccolini finds his man again. David Nugent crosses it. Zuccolini on the chest. He fires it. George Friend, and the left back scores. He celebrates, and it seems like it's offside. Unfortunate there for the talented left back, also named in the Player of the Championship Player of the Year left back. Zuccolini now, David Nugent. David Nugent chips it over to Adama, who's been good on the wing. Oh, he gets fouled. Stewart down and fires it. Hits the post. Oh, who's he going to come off? Adama, the guy who's transfer listed, ends up scoring. Could that be the first mistake of my managerial career, listing this guy without giving him a chance, and then he ends up scoring? Stewart down in here. He's just giving a little eye now. Fires it, hits the post, bobbles off a few players, Adama taps it in. Easy as that. First goal in the pre-season for Albert Adama. Jonathan Woodgate on. Ledbetter, the captain. Obviously, he made a mistake. He was also getting a bit leggy, so I brought on for Shaw, and then I brought on Kike for Adama. And Stewart down and cuts inside, gets the ball into his favourite left peg. It's a brilliant save, but Kike's in good position here to tap it off 2-1, and he rolls away in front of the away fans and celebrates. And can you believe it? That is two players now who have both scored on my first game in charge, and those two players were the ones that I've stuck onto the transfer market as well. Ballmer now. Passes are on, they pass back into the middle. He's got loads of space, plays a nice little full pass, and bang, they fire top corner. That's what happened once again. I think at the time, in the in-game footage, I was talking about maybe I should have made the game a little bit shorter, and they ended up making me pay for that, and that was the end of the game, 2-2. And as you can see here, David Nugent was the man of the match with a 7.9, and Zuccolini got a 7, Stewart Downing 6.9, Kike 6.9. The defence didn't really have a good game. Magazi, the goalkeeper, did quite well. The new Middlesbrough manager, Sleeky, has secured his first signing from Liverpool, the young talented defender John Flanagan, in a rumoured £2 million deal that will see the young defender at the club for 5 years, earning £25,000 a week. John Flanagan caught up with our reporters, and this is what he had to say. I'm obviously sad to be leaving my boyhood club, but I'm at the point in my career, especially after a long-term injury, where I need to be playing first-team football. I wish my old teammates well, and I know that they'll once again become a force, but for now I'm focused on helping Middlesbrough achieve promotion and showing the Borough fans what I can do. Okay, I'm going to throw a £2 million signing from Liverpool, John Flanagan, straight into the mix, get him in on the second game of pre-season into his favourite right-back position. And we'll also get Jonathan Woodgate, what a man, trying to get him involved as well. He actually hasn't got an injury. That's the beauty of playing a video game where, you know, we don't have to be realistic in terms of injuries. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap up the episode there. I didn't want the episode to be going on for too long. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Again, it's the first time that I've actually made FIFA YouTube video, so obviously I'm still learning, still things I've got to make a little bit tighter, but again, I'm just trying to experiment with a few things. In the next episode I'm going to upload, I'm going to look to try and get pre-season out of the way with. I'll do another recap in terms of commentary. You know, we'll just get those games out of the way. We're going to look to make a few more signings as well. Hopefully you like the idea of John Flanagan. I think he's, you know, a top young player, and I think he kind of suits what we're going to look to do at Middlesbrough. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'm looking forward to talking to you guys. Till next time.